as they get set for this matchup here tonight. Welcome to Notre Dame Stadium, the legendary home of the Fighting Irish. As we see the #7 team in the country, the Stanford Cardinal, taking on the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. Stanford will kick it off to get us underway. Return starts from inside the 5. He stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So Notre Dame's offense will get the first swing today. And remember, the last time these rivals met, Kirk, these guys dropped the hammer. It got ugly.
And Chris, don't underestimate the mental anguish that can put on a team. It's important that this defense plays well and tries to get the ball back to their own offense and give them the chance to build their confidence up.
Looking for a gap. It's push. No tackle about the 23-yard line.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. They're going to run it. The sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
That we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout where they check him out. And it's hauled in. What a catch. Inside the touchdown, Fighting Irish. Way too much speed in that play.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches the football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. So Stanford's offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. And of course, in the spotlight here, this quarterback is one of the early season Heisman candidates. Obviously a long way to go, but he's off to a good start and certainly has potential to be in the hunt all season.
Yeah, that's a great word, potential. He's doing everything that's been asked of his coaches, been a great leader for his team. Let's see how he can get started today and try to play another great game.
Comes a 1st down pass attempt. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Finally, they get him. A great tackle by the quarterback. Not easy with that size difference.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Throws it to the right. Makes the catch downfield. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air. Stanford comes to the line quickly here.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
1st down, looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it in the open. The stop made at the 5. The offense will have 1st and goal now. So 3 plays in, this offense has set up a 1st and goal. Very efficient so far. The shotgun handoff here. And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal. Extra point try coming now.
Chris, I know the back's going to get a lot of attention for this touchdown, but I was focused on the offensive line. You had 5 guys working as one. Great communication, able to get up to that 2nd level and open things up nicely to allow the back into the end zone.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there and boot it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop this time. Tackle at the 32. For a 1st down.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
With the catch, it's Toppins. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. The intensity, Kirk, already evident this kind of rivalry game. Look, you played one of the biggest rivalries there is in Ohio State, Michigan. What was different about that?
I think the emotions are flying around early. I think the team that's able to get down and just kind of settle in and play football is a team that jumps out to an early advantage. I always talk to Nick Saban about it. He's been in so many big rivalries as a coach. And he says, man, what am I supposed to do? Get them more fired up when we play against an Auburn versus playing against the Mississippi's.
Who's in the clear? The 20. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop it. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Well, of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball, the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
The extra point is good, so it's 14-7. Scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Stanford offense back out there on the field now. They reached the end zone the last time out. Trying to do the same thing here. Shotgun. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
Gets rid of it on the move. Short pass, finds the tight end. He's brought down after a short gain. It's not going to be 1st down yardage. The catch makes it a more manageable 3rd down. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Snags the quick throw. They finally get him down, but a big play for 46. Stanford comes to the line quickly here.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. Man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Running play goes backwards. Now the offense is set up at 2nd and 13. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Looking right, this one caught. They make the tackle, but not for a solid gain on that pass.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, and he gets it down to the tight end. Let's see what he can do after the catch.
Crucial third down play after that completion. Pressure is coming. He flips it to the back across the middle. He made the stop, but good enough for a first down at the 29.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
This Stanford offense is moving quickly down the field. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
The pass rush closing in. Makes a quick catch. Defense surrounds him, just a short gain on that completion.
Wow, they get positive yards here. I have the sense that they wanted a little bit more of that pitch and catch.
Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
And I was hoping he'd be able to hold on to that football. That would have been a big play there on third down. Now a big decision coming up here on 4th.
So here on 4th down, out comes the field goal team. He knocks it through with confidence.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. Picks up some blocks. Still going. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Irish. Will sprawl into the end zone. We knew this returner was a dangerous guy. That was an electrifying play all the way to the house.
Chris, it was great blocking, but the guy just looked so natural back there. As far as once he got his hands on the ball, it was like he was setting up his blocks, knowing exactly where he wanted to go. And then once he hit it right around midfield, nobody was catching it.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. The first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He's running out of time here. And it's incomplete, even in a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country. And they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback.
Oh, it's going to be a sack as the defense makes a play to wrap up this period. Let's check out the quarterback comparison here through the first quarter. And as we flip the field and begin quarter number 2, we'll see if they can continue to build this lead. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. And the punt team now on to kick it away. Looking to flip the field here. Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. The Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Looking to make a big play downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. They finally stop a big play. Lose the ball to the 22. That'll put him over 150 yards today, Kirk. He is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance.
And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Fires it to the wideout. The sophomore, lucky that one did not get picked off.
Really good route here by this receiver. Quarterback does his job, puts the ball right where it needs to be. But how about the play by that defender to knock it away?
Turns it loose downfield. And that's a third straight misfire.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
And it falls in. Off the play fake on first down. Quick completion to the tight end. They're finally able to stop him. The quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference. Second down after that short completion. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, off the ball to 44.
Boy, nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
Now rolling out to his left. Incomplete. That should have been caught. That's on the receiver.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you just have too much time in your hands. You end up thinking way too much. Gets your hands a little shaky.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football. That brings up a third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Looking to throw again. Over the middle. It's Toppins. Defense wraps him up after a 6-yard gain. Brings up fourth down.
Now, a fourth down.
And he drops back in the gun. But it's incomplete. The defense makes a fourth. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Defense is coming after him. Down he goes. It's a sack. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Quarterback delivers quickly, a receiver on the screen. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here.
Great job here by the defense. 3rd down and long. You drop back in coverage, keep everything in front of you, force that quarterback to have to check the ball down.
Finds this receiver. That's enough for the first down. Tackle at the 40. That'll earn a fresh set of downs. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. Looking to throw it on 1st down. It's a wide receiver screen. Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. Solid gain on the play there, wiped out by the penalty flag. Penalty makes it 1st down and 20. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Quick throw, catch made.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Tries the right with a quick throw. Oh, he makes the catch. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. That penalty would be a coaching point in position meetings this week. I'm sure that player is going to get an earful from the coach. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Wide open downfield. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Makes a diving grab there. That was beautiful. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. So on 1st down, the field goal unit will come out there trying to get 3 points before the half. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. So they'll just take a knee here, and that will send us to halftime. Looks like the offense content to run the clock out here and go to halftime. Talk about the second half. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. I don't think this defense has the solution. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, thank you. We appreciate the breakdown. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Cardinal offense is back out there on the field. They've been efficient. Scoring hasn't really been the problem, but they got to keep scoring where their defense is going. First play of the second half is a handoff. Nowhere to run. They're corralling for no gain.
How about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground. It's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. The receiver grabs it. And they wrap it up after the completion just short of the first down mark.
Boy, a great slant by the receiver. What I love is the quarterback found the window that he wanted to make the accurate throw.
To keep trying to get to the market. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down. Stanford comes to the line quickly here.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable with that offensive line, and they come through for you.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Grab made by the tight end. They keep the drive going. It's a first down at the 46. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. This Stanford offense is moving quickly down the field. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. Grab made near the sidelines. Good job keeping the foot in bounds. That'll be enough for a first down.
And there's no time to sit there and talk to each other as a defense. You give up a big gain for a first down, and already you got to get lined up because here comes the ball again.
He hands it off from the gun. They test the middle there, but get nothing.
Well, this offense has really been moving the ball at will on this drive, and a nice job here on this defense to finally come up and make a nice play for no gain.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. He's looking to scramble.
Now, that's what I really love about this quarterback. Looks downfield, everybody's covered. Instead of just throwing this ball away, he's got the athletic ability to make this defense pay for it by picking up some good yards.
Able to convert on third down. Gives him a fresh set of downs from the 22.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you get a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Touchdown, Stanford. Strong game by this quarterback.
That's taking advantage of a matchup there, Chris, by the quarterback finding his receiver. He puts the ball up in the air where he can make a play on it, and they come up with that touchdown.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the third period. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And here's the return from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Grab behind the line. It's Jones. Play never had a chance. Defense grabs him for a loss.
I'll tell you what, man, this defensive speed is electric. Great job of running to the football. Nowhere to go at all after that throw.
That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down. Out of the gun now on third down. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down. And the offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on fourth down in their own territory. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Incomplete, a huge fourth down stand by this defense.
Oh, my gosh, a drop pass here on this fourth down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
Watch the call here. The drive begins with excellent field position. And looking to throw now on first down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been, and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Stanford has moved into the red zone. An inside give now from the shotgun. Zero running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers and make the play.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. They look to throw it here on second down. The receiver makes the catch. Brought down. The completion moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back.
Man, this defense is doing a really good job here. They're giving up some completions, but the important thing is they're making tackles and keeping this offense out of the end zone. Force them to be able to execute to get this touchdown.
Touchdown, Cardinal. They battled back to take the lead.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. They'll return it from inside the 5. He stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. Keeping it on the ground here.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. On the run, it's Jones. Solid run. They'll bring it down at the 28-yard line.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Here's a great example of the back knowing where he needed to go on this play, and he didn't mess around. Got between the tackles and earned every single yard.
The defense all over him. They stop him right at the line.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure a defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game,
breaks into the clear. Nobody hits out of bounds after a really nice game there. This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Ball carrier brought down. What is the final play of this 3rd quarter? And check out how he's been spreading the football around between his targets, getting everybody involved in this game. We're set now for the 4th quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Grab behind the line. It's Toppins. He's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the first down. That ball snagged for a completion. They convert on 3rd down and move the football to the 25. This could be a dramatic finish, marching toward a tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. There's the snap. They'll set up the throw. The pass rush gets home.
and just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying the lead.
Ball carrier tackled there.
Great response by this offense after losing all those yards. Now they got a chance here on third down. You run the football, find a lane, pick up a good chunk, and now they have a chance here on this third and medium.
Going to pick up the third and short through the air. Moves out of the pocket. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Hey, the defense working with this lead does everything right. Taking away any threats downfield gives the quarterback only option really is to take off and pick up some yards. Now, they better be careful because you do that too many times, eventually he could get out and put it in the end zone.
Brought down at the 3 after the completion. The offense really threatening now. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Using his legs, it's Jones. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
And they pick up the first on the ground. He hikes in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And now try here for the extra point.
Well, have a big physical offensive line, you can wait to third and goal and rely on them and the running back to get you a touchdown.
You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team not there to kick it away. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Stanford offense is back out there on the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. He'll try a pass here. It's incomplete. They waited all game for a chance to intercept one. Instead, it's second down. The 25, it's second and 10. Can they make it a third and manageable here? Looking to pass here on second down. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Offense facing a third and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order on this play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The tight end makes the catch downfield. Tackle made after a huge gain all the way to the 40. Stanford comes to the line quickly here.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
First down, looking to throw the football. That's caught. It's Nicholson.
Well, the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver. Gets the separation. And at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
Delayed handoff. Looks like Stanford will have the first down.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. Stanford now operating in the red zone. And they hand it off to the back. Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. The clock has stopped, and we have just 2 minutes to play in this game now. 7th play of the drive coming up. Ball handed off. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout where they check it out. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, here we are now on 4th down, Chris. And at this point in the game, a field goal gives you the lead. I don't think you roll the dice. I think you kick the field goal, you take the lead, and then you rely on your defense to be able to win this game.
Oh, and he knocks it right through. And they now have the lead here with time running out. What a moment.
Well, there's nothing more impressive to me than a kicker that can come through in the clutch. Gives them the lead here in the 4th quarter, but there's still time left for a final drive, so their defense will have to step up.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. And the kickoff will be returned. And the return will be brought down. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. So it's going to come down to this, Kirk. Can this offense execute when it matters most?
Chris, it's a rivalry game. It's a 2-minute drill. You work on this all year, especially this week. They've emphasized it. Now you get your opportunity. And don't forget about the defense out there. If they can get these guys off the field, they can secure a victory.
The ball is picked off. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
I get wanting to be aggressive, but down late in the game like this, that's a throw you just can't make. And now, you're probably not going to get the ball back. This could end up costing them the game.
Offense comes up trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. Working clock with the ground game. Going absolutely nowhere. It'll be a loss of. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Running play goes backwards, makes it 2nd down and 12 now. Off the play fake, looking to pass it. And the senior tries to take a shot, but overthrows his man.
That's what we've seen from this guy today, and he's not done yet.
Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. So on 4th down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. He got it. The field goal's good.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Getting set to kick off after extending the lead with the field goal. The offense knows they have a long way to go and not much time to get there. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Caught by the receiver. Solid game there. Moves it up to the 32. They'll hurry to the line here at the clock line. They're moving the receiver now before the snap. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. With the catch, it's Toppins. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. They'll crank up the tempo here on 2nd down. The time is running out. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. The runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. They need to score quickly here, trying to dial up some big plays. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Brought down quickly as short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Looking deep to the right side. And it's incomplete. Just 3 seconds left on the clock.
Well, obviously, a field goal does them no good. They're going to have to put the ball into the end zone and hope that somebody can make a game-changing play.
After the incompletion, they'll line up now for a 3rd and 5. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. It's another deep shot. That's going to be incomplete on the final play. Broken up.